Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, then I welcome you to this video. Today I am going to be making a fried chicken sandwich on the Blackstone right over there. And yes, you can fry chicken on the Blackstone. So we're going to be making a delicious fried chicken sandwich. Who wants to pay $8, $9 at the fast food restaurants for a chicken sandwich when I can take, or you can take also, 2 chicken breasts, fillet them in half, make 4 sandwiches out of those with buns and a few toppings for like $10 to $15. So why not make it yourself? Everything is always made better when you make it at home. Don't keep going to the fast food restaurants. And I know it's very easy and convenient to get a chicken sandwich from Popeyes or any of the other fast food chicken restaurants, but you can make a 100% better chicken sandwich yourself on the Blackstone, in a griddle, in a pan, whatever you have. I'm going to show you how to make this delicious, crunchy chicken sandwich on the Blackstone griddle. All right, we got a few things to do, so let's get going. Okay, the first thing we got to do is get this Blackstone griddle heated up, and let's get this bacon cooked and get that out of the way, and then we'll go on to what's next. And we don't need to be cooking this bacon at a high temperature. We just need to get it cooked. And you cook your bacon to your doneness. And this grasshopper, yeah, he got smart and he jumped off the griddle. All right, we're going to let this heat up and I will come back with the bacon. Okay, our griddle should be up to temp. Let's get some of this bacon on. Get it cooking. Now I'm going to go clean my hands off. Yeah, I could probably cook all this together, the bacon with the chicken and everything all at once, but it's easier for me if I just cook the bacon, get that crap out of the way, and then I can focus all my attention on the chicken. So right now we're just going to get this bacon cooked up. Not too crispy, not too floppy, just kind of a medium. That way it'll pair with the sandwich perfectly. And this bacon is not going to take long. I tell you what, if you've been thinking about getting a Blackstone griddle, you really need to get one. You really shouldn't have to think about it. All this real estate you can cook on, you can cook multiple things at the same time, which I've done many times and many others have done. But if you're going to get a Blackstone griddle and you're thinking about it, seriously, get one. And if you got a family, don't get the 2-burner. I really suggest you get the 4-burner, because if you don't get the 4-burner and you get the smaller one, you're going to kick yourself in the butt for not getting the bigger one. So you might as well just go all out. And they're very cheap at Walmart. They are still, this particular model with just the hard cover, not the lid, just the hard cover to protect it, is $297. How could you go wrong? $297 at Walmart all day long. It's been that way for 5 years since I bought this one. And I am very, very happy with this Blackstone. And you will be too. Turn these all down to low. They were on medium before. And I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me cook bacon. I will definitely chop this up a little bit. All right, let's give them a flip. Oh yeah, looking real good. Well, as anybody has experienced doing videos in the summertime, my camera overheated and crapped out before the bacon was done. But really, you didn't need to see me cook bacon. You know how to cook bacon. So, got the bacon right here. I do now have an umbrella shading my cameras. And since this bacon is done and out of the way, I'm going to take you inside because it is freaking hot. As you probably know from your neck of the woods, how hot it's been this summer. And we're going to go in and do everything we need to do to prepare the chicken breasts for these delicious, crispy fried chicken sandwiches. All right, let's get inside for a little bit. Okay, here's our chicken breast. As you can see, I got 2 chicken breasts for $7.25. So how much do you think 4 sandwiches at Popeyes or any other fast food place that sells chicken sandwiches would sell their chicken sandwich for? Probably at least $7.25 per sandwich, if not higher. And we're going to make 4. So let's start preparing this chicken. Let me show you how to do it. Obviously, you have to take it out of the packaging. And we're going to go just like that. And I'm going to get some gloves. Now, the first thing you want to do is, you see this chicken right, way too big for a freaking chicken sandwich. So if you can see right here, this little white line here, this little piece of fat, this separates the chicken breast from the chicken tender. So we're going to take that chicken tender off, just like that. And we are definitely going to be coating these and frying these up as well. We're not letting that go to waste. And then still too big, so we're going to cut it about right there. And we're definitely going to be frying that up too. But now, trim it just a tick. Now we have a piece we can use. And I'll show you the next step when we get to that point. Let's do the next one. Take that chicken tender off. And we're going to square it / round it up, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to cut this one in half because it is pretty big. So all this will not go to waste. And we have these 2 pieces right here. We're going to make 4 chicken sandwiches out of. All right, the next thing you want to do is, obviously that is too thick. So you want to fillet this in half. And that's what we're going to do. So get you a good knife and cut that baby in half. Just like that. Now you got 2 sandwiches right there. And we're going to do the same for this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right. And there we go. Now we got 4 different sandwiches. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to get this stuff out of the way here. Put that over there. We got ourselves a bag. We're going to flatten these out a little bit. All right, I got my mallet now. And I'll show you how we do this. Let's get these out of the way. And we just want to flatten this out evenly. Here, probably flip it over so you can see it better. And there you have it. Nice size for a chicken sandwich. I'll do one more for you. This up here. All right, and there you go, number 2. All right, I'm going to get the other 2 done, and I'll bring it back for the next step. Okay, what we have here is our dredging station. We have seasoned flour. We seasoned it with what we like. You season it with what you like, if you want to even season it at all. We have an egg wash, and we have some panko breadcrumbs here. So now we're going to take this chicken, and we're going to go through this whole process, and then we're going to let it sit for a little bit. So let's start with our sandwich pieces. Get in the flour. Get it coated real good. Shake off the excess. Put it in the egg wash. Make sure it's coated. And drip off the excess. And put it in the panko. Get it nice and covered. Press it down a little bit if you have to. You want all this coated. Okay. And there you have it. I'll do one more for you. Take our chicken. This one's got a little loose flap there, but that's all right. It'll all cook the same. Get it nice and coated with that flour. Nice and coated. You can also press it down on the flour a little bit. Shake off the excess. Take it to the egg wash. Get it flipped around. Do it a couple times if you have to, like I did with this one. Let the excess drip off. And get it in the panko. Get it nice and coated. You don't want any bare spots. Okay, and there's number two. I'm going to get the rest done, and when it's time, I will bring you out to the Blackstone griddle, and we will get on to cooking this. All right, let's get this griddle cleaned up and get it prepared for the chicken. Get all this bacon junk off of here. I like to do my griddle a half at a time. That way we're not dumping cold water on the whole thing. Dumping cold water on a hot griddle can cause it to warp. And you do not want that. All right, let's cut these burners off. I just had them on low. All right, let's get a little bit more oil on this. I'm just using avocado oil. You can use whatever oil you like. And be very careful if you're not using a glove. I should have went in and got my cotton gloves to do this. That oil splashes up on you, it will burn like a mother. As long as you're careful, when you forget, like I do all the time, you'll be fine. All right. This griddle is good to go. Don't worry about the pooling. We're going to be adding more oil anyways because we want to shallow fry this chicken. Yes, you can fry chicken on a Blackstone, and I'm going to show you how to do it. The Hungry Hussy, Mad Hussy, is the inspiration for this chicken sandwich video. I'm going to leave a link to his channel down below. You can go check out his. I'm not going to make it exactly the same, but it's going to be close. But I'm going to show you how to do this like he has showed many people. Okay, the first thing we're going to get done is get our buns all browned up and toasted and out of the way, and then we'll go into the chicken. Got the all infamous Duke's mayonnaise. Got to have Duke's mayonnaise. You can use butter if you want. I choose to use mayonnaise. And then bring the whole jar out here because it's still too freaking hot out here. So this will have to do. Just a light coating is all you need, just like you would use butter for. Get it off my fingers. And the Blackstone is down on low. And we're going to keep these probably toward the front. It's not as hot in the front. And you definitely don't want to let these buns get away. So we'll just get them right there for now. If we got to move them to a hotter spot, we'll move them to a hotter spot. But for now, that's where they're going to stay. Man, that sun is blaring. Oh yeah, not even. We're gonna put them up here in the middle where it's warmer. Not trying to make this a long cook. All right, as you can tell, I got my protection on and my cotton gloves on underneath. That's looking pretty good. And that bottom, a little bit more. See what the tops look like. Oh, they got more time. Here, let's move them up over here. Let's turn these burners up a little bit. Prepare for the chicken. We're about on the medium right now. And that should be plenty enough temperature to cook this chicken. Man, that sun. Oof. Brutal. All right, I'm going to go with that. That's good enough. You don't want a deep, deep toast on these things. You just want it toasty. All right. There's our toasted bread. Now let me go in and get the chicken. All right, let's get some oil down. You want a generous amount of oil because you're going to try to fry these, is what we're going to do. So you can see I've got a generous amount of oil on there. And my griddle tends to lean toward the back, so it's going to push this way. But we're going to get it started here, and if I need to add more oil, I'll add more oil up here and it'll run down through the chicken. All right, let's get this chicken on. And here's those chicken tenders I told you we wouldn't waste. All right, let's just get them going. Now remember, you want your chicken cooked to 165 or greater. We're just going to let these chill out for about 5 minutes or so. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Let's add some more oil. There you can see it frying pretty nice. Shallow frying on the Blackstone. It can be done. All right, let's give these a flip. I'm going to turn this down to low because they are cooking. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Obviously, it's hotter in the middle. Oop, get over here. I'm going to move this one over to here and this one over here. Check these tenders. Yeah, they're ready to be flipped. Oh, yeah. Move these up here. Get these off to the side a little bit. All right, you just got to know where your hot spots are on your grill. On your griddle, I'm sorry. Made the cardinal sin of calling the Blackstone a grill. You got to know the hot spots on your griddle and know where to move things if you need to. All right, let's give these a little bit of a temp, see where we're at. We're over 165 on that one. Over 165 on that one. Over 165 on that one. This one has a little bit of catching up to do. We're going to move this one back over here. The tenders. They're around the 150-ish mark. Let's move them up a little bit. Yeah, tenders got a little bit to go. Okay, since these three are done, I'm going to put them in the corner here for now, where it's cooler. I'm going to let the other chicken catch up a little bit. All right, this one's done now. Get it over here with the others. And I'm just going to let these chicken tenders finish up here. See where we're at. That one's done. That one's done. This one's not. This one's done. And this one's definitely done. I'm going to cut off the second burner over here. So all of this, the burners are turned off. We're just going to let that one finish cooking up here. I need to clean some of this real quick. So we can put some of our ham down. Get that heated up. More oil down. And we're going to cut these off too. All right, so all four burners are cut off. We have enough residual heat here to put a little bit of heat on the ham. And it's not going to take much for this ham. All right, let's get this ham off. I'd say it's done. We just need to heat it up. All right, all burners are off. We have enough heat to melt this cheese. Let's get these chicken patties out here. And what we have here is some Tillamook spicy Colby Jack cheese. All right, let's get this cheese melted. And it's not going to take long. All right, should be melted. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that goodness right there. Amazing. Ah, and I dropped one. I guess that's what I get. All right, I'm going to bring my girlfriend in one, and then I will show you how we're going to make this. All right, let me show you how you make this delicious, crispy fried chicken sandwich. All right, first off, you want to put some mayonnaise. I like a lot of mayonnaise on my chicken sandwiches. All right, put your chicken sandwich down there, or your chicken patty. And we can put some tomato down there. And 1 second, I forgot to bring out the seasoning. All right, do not forget to season your tomatoes. A little bit of salt and pepper, kosher salt and pepper. That should be enough. Now we're gonna get some ham on here. Get a little bit of lettuce. Some bacon, of course. And a little Grillo's Pico, I should say Grillo's Pickle de Gallo. You got to get some of this stuff if you can find it. It is so addicting. So addictive. Goes on hot dogs, goes on sandwiches, goes on chicken sandwiches, obviously. Because why not? All right, everybody. There you have it. Now try to buy that at a fast food restaurant. There is no way you can even come close. Cheap, cheap, cheap versus expensive, quick and easy. I'm going to cut this in half. We're going to take a look at the inside. Oh yeah. Look at that. How can you go wrong with that? And it's going to be a messy one. And we got the mayonnaise, the pickle de gallo, the ham, the tomato, the cheese, the chicken, the shredded lettuce. What is there not to like about this? And this side is calling my name. Mm. Oh, I told you it was going to be a messy one. Oh, that is delicious. Get a little bit of heat off the cheese. You can definitely taste the ham, pickle de gallo, the lettuce. You can taste everything in this sandwich. The crispiness of the chicken, it's incredible. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Stick around for a while. There's plenty of good food on this channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that stopped by and watched this video. And like I always say, and it never gets old, if I can cook it, you can cook it. Stop making boring food. How can you even compare that to a Popeye's chicken sandwich, a McDonald's, a Burger King, anybody's chicken sandwich? The flavors on that are killer. And there's so many different flavors. And the good thing is you can make it your way with what you want on your sandwich. I've had Popeye's chicken sandwiches and all they have is mayonnaise and pickles. How boring. Make your own. All right, everybody, take care, and I will definitely catch you on the next one. Woo, that sandwich is fabulous.